Hey guys, I'm Shelby, co-founder of Club EarlyBird, and today we are talking to a doctor. We've got Dr. Chris here with us, and we're going to talk about our supplement, Night Cap.
Hello, so I'm Dr. Chris. I'm a doctor of pharmacy, published researcher, and I love these products. They were done incredibly well. I had nothing to do with the formulation, but they have sent me some so that I could run through and see if they're really good products, and they are.
First, let's talk about why sleep is so important, and then how much sleep everyone should get, and maybe why you might, if you don't get enough sleep, why you're waking up throughout the night.
Yeah, absolutely. So sleep is one of the most important things that we're going to do all day. Should be taking up roughly 1/3 of our life. Depending on your age, all of that, the average you need is between 7 and 9 hours. If you're not getting that, then you're impacting everything. You're impacting your ability to focus at work, your ability to minimize errors. You're messing with the hormones that are in your body. If you're a man, you're messing with testosterone. Men and women alike, you're messing with cortisol, which is the stress hormone. Over time of getting poor sleep, you're gonna end up getting sicker more often, which, have you guys seen the cough and cold section at CVS? It's expanding every year because people are getting less and less sleep. The sleep section's also expanding, so maybe those products that are on the shelves in there aren't working.
Okay, so in our nightcap formula, we have GABA. We found that it was kind of one of the more important ingredients we wanted to include. So can you tell us a little about GABA and why it might help your sleep?
So in general, GABA is the brake pedal of our brain. We talk about the gas pedal a lot, right? But this is the brake pedal. This is the thing that slows everything down. If you have a drink, if you have an alcoholic nightcap, it's gonna act on the same receptors as GABA, right? So the GABA that we take in, though, it doesn't cross the blood-brain barrier very well. I think everybody knows that, and that's something that everybody loves commenting online about. Yes, we're well aware. But what happens is when it's in your gut, there are studies that are showing that it can still help you get to sleep. You are still getting that same brake pedal function through ingesting GABA. There's a great ingredient.
All right, our next ingredient we have in there is L-glycine. Could you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, so glycine is a great ingredient. Typically, the way that you can get it into sleep products is combining salt forms. So let's say you're throwing magnesium, which you guys did, you're throwing zinc in there, combining it with glycine or like bisglycinate, so you have two glycine molecules, is a great way of doing it. It also helps with absorption for the ion like magnesium or zinc. Glycine typically takes a higher dose, which you guys have an appropriate dose in there to start impacting sleep. It's an amino acid. It's something that your body needs as a building block, and it helps you sleep.
So based off that, you talked about magnesium and zinc. Can you explain why we would need magnesium and zinc for a sleep supplement?
Yeah, so magnesium and zinc are used in hundreds of different processes within our body. They're used as cofactors for everything, every protein that we're making, every piece of your immune system, every bit of recovery that's supposed to be happening at night while you are sleeping. They're fully dependent on magnesium and zinc. If you don't have enough of these, then your body can't repair itself.
Okay, so one ingredient we don't have is melatonin. We just kind of want to avoid that just because people tend to overtake melatonin, and we just wanted more of a natural product. So can you talk about the good and bad of melatonin?
Yeah, absolutely. So melatonin is something that we all make in our bodies. As long as we're healthy, we should be producing enough melatonin. And if we're not, then we only need short-term supplementation. That's the thing that everybody misses. And they also get the dosing wrong all the time. The appropriate dose is between 0.3 and 0.5 milligrams. So 0.5 milligram is the upper limit you should have. That's what mimics what your body should be making for you to get to sleep. And it's not gonna keep you asleep. So people think that taking 10, 20 milligrams of melatonin is gonna help them fall asleep and stay asleep through the night. What happens is they wake up groggy, and the thing that most people don't realize is it's messing with your serotonin. The way that melatonin works, it causes the release of serotonin, and then if you have too much of that, you're gonna be excessively eating the next day. So you're gonna feel anxious, you didn't sleep great, and you wanna overeat, and you're just creating this cycle that maybe you were already at the beginning of it, but you're just going deeper and deeper and deeper down that rabbit hole. So I applaud you guys for avoiding melatonin. And I don't know if everybody realizes it's a prescription drug in many countries around the world. We're willy-nilly with it here.
I like to call it the sleep hangover when you have too much melatonin. And a lot of our ingredients were based on when you consume them I've heard that they will help your body naturally produce that melatonin.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yep, absolutely. That's, again, magnesium, zinc, that's what that's what we're doing.
So we created Nightcap really to increase your REM sleep and help you calm your racing mind, fall asleep, stay asleep throughout the night so you're not waking up constantly. Can you help explain like why that might be?
Yeah. So most products that are on the market, again, those big shelves at CVS, they keep getting bigger and bigger with all these sleep products. They all, again, overdose melatonin. And that only helps you get to sleep. Most products out there don't have things in there that help you stay asleep. And that's what you guys have done a great job at, right? So you guys have like glycine, you guys have the right amount of magnesium and zinc and all of these other things. And I just think that's important. I think it just, people miss the mark with other products. So you guys have done a phenomenal job with that.
Thank you. Yeah, so can we get your opinion on any other tips and tricks you might use for getting to bed and staying asleep through the night?
Yeah, absolutely. So sleep hygiene is incredibly important. I myself am very guilty of not having great sleep hygiene when it comes to the weekends. So I roll into the week with great intentions. And Monday, Tuesday, my phone is off at 10 p.m. most of the time, and it is on the other side of the room. I turn off all notifications so I don't get any of that blue light. I don't get anything. The only distraction that I have is I have my two dogs in the bed, so they're the only thing that can keep me up. They're not shining lights in my eyes or anything like that. So keeping your phone as far away as possible within the room, making sure that alarm is over there, making sure that you actually dedicate that 7 to 9 hours for sleep. Whether or not you fall asleep right away, just having that quiet time set there so that you can rest your mind, you can unwind. It should take you 15 to 30 minutes to fall asleep, and then the rest of the time is yours.
Awesome. Okay, so where can we find you? How can our followers look you up?
Yeah, so the best place to find me is on TikTok at Dr. Chris PharmD.
Perfect. And you can find our Club EarlyBird Night Cap at clubearlybird.com and get a 45 serving tub and a free black mat cocktail shaker.
When you wake up in the morning, you're super dehydrated. You lose over a pound of water overnight. This makes it super hard to wake up in the morning.
We've always wanted that ability to easily wake up early and get shit done.
The Early Bird Morning Cocktail is your secret to waking up early and being ultra productive, setting you up for a kick-ass day.